We're on Negaim Parak Yud Bet Mishnah Hey, 5th Mishnah in the 12th chapter of Masechet Negaim. So basically, the Gemara is going to take us, the Mishnah, is going to take us through the psukim that we learned. We learned all these psukim about how it works, and we basically did it in very brief terms from Vayikra Parak Yud Dalet Pasuk Lamed Gimel. So the Mishnah is going to sort of go through. It's like a midrash halacha kind of thing, and basically go through it in a relatively straightforward fashion. Says the Mishnah, how is the examination of the house? How does it work? Uba asher lo habayit. Right, this is from the psukim. V'higila kohen kan. This is all from the psukim. Uba asher lo habayit. The owner of the house comes to the kohen. V'higila kohen tells him lemor. Kin nega nir ali babayit. It looks like a nega. I think I got a nega. Says the Mishnah. Now the Mishnah is going to quote Afilu tamid chacham. V'yodeshu nega vadai. Even if he's a tamid chacham and knows what he saw in his house is a nega vadai. That's definitely tzarat. Lo yigzor v'yomar nega nir ali babayit. He shouldn't say, hey, I've got a nega. Ella kin nega. I think it looks like a nega. Okay, so so the question is, the Kahati says, really, only the Kohen can make it. Only the Kohen can make it tameh. So what do we care what the Talmid Chacham says? So some say that it's kedei lachlok kavod laKohen, to give honor to the Kohen, that he should make the decision. Like they shouldn't be like you're actually telling him what to do, even though you are. Ella kin nega nir ali babayit. So then the Mishnah says v'tziva Kohen upinu tabayit. The Kohen commands and upinu tabayit, and they should empty out the house. Okay, now in some versions you can see in the printed version the rest of the pasuk appears in Vayikra Yudalit. But in the Kahati also he erases it. He puts it in parentheses, so that's not part of the original version. But we understand exactly it makes no difference if it appears or not, because we're talking about the rest of the pasuk. The Kohen tells him, "Siva Kohen upidu et habayit." The Kohen tells him to empty out the house. Now the question is, what should they empty out the house from? So we're going to learn that there are three kinds of items, three kinds of property. The first kind is called chavile eitzim, chavile kanim. Okay, bundles of sticks or reeds, and they're lo mekablim tuma. They're not mekabel tuma. So the question is, why would you have to take it out? They're not mekabel tuma anyway. Then you have kle eitzav ugadav umetochav, vessels made of wood or clothing or metal. Okay, they are mikablim tum'ah, but they are also mitaharin b'mikvah. So they could become tameh, but you could make them tahor. Klei cheres are mikablim tum'ah. Okay, and they're not enam mitaharim at all. You have to destroy them. They can never become tahor. Once klei cheres, once the earthenware things become, if I have like a jug becomes tameh, smash it. There's nothing you can do. So the question is, when the Torah says ufinu tabayit, the Torah says you should clear out the house. Does it mean everything? Does it mean some things or not? So says the Mishnah, v'tziva kohen ufinu tabayit. The Kohen should command. He commands them, and they empty the house. Va'afilu chavile eitzim, va'afilu chavile kanim, divrei Rabbi Yehuda. Even the bundles of wood, even the bundles of reeds. So as Rabbi Yehuda says, get everything out. I'm going to read like the bartender says, Rabbi Shimon Omer, Eisek hula pinoi. Rabbi Shimon says, what? Eisek hula pinoi. The Torah once is interested in him just clearing out the house. Like, you're not protecting anything. You're not helping at all. Because, remember, Eitzim and Kanim, they're not Makabel Tumah. So who cares if they're in the house, if the house becomes a Tzarat house? Everything becomes Tameh. Not those. They're not Makabel Tumah. Therefore, the bartender says, Rabbi Shimon is leading into Rabbi Meir. Amar Rabbi Meir, V'chima mitamelo. Okay, what is becoming tamei? What is becoming tamei? Im tomar, if you say kle eitzav ubegadav umatkotav. If you say that the Torah is worried that you should take out your wooden vessels and your clothing and your metal matechet, your metal vessels matbilanim b'torah, you can put them in the mikvah and they're Torah. Therefore, alma chasa Torah. What was the Torah chasa? Chas means worried about or careful about. I mean, what would the Torah saying you should remove from the house? Al klei charso, his earthenware vessels. Al pacho, pach is his jug. Al tifio, tifio is from, some say it's like a little like a dripper, also made out of earthenware. Therefore, says Therefore, says Rabbi Shimon and Rabbi Meir. Rabbi Shimon and Meir says, no, the Torah was not worried about everything. It was only worried about klei cheres. Whereas the Tanna Kama says the Torah was worried to get everything out of the house, even eitzim kanim, even klei eitz and matechet, etc., etc. Because that's the machloket between Rabbi Yehuda and Rabbi Shimon and Rabbi Meir. Now I just point out that there are other ways of reading what Rabbi Shimon says, and some say Rabbi Shimon agrees with Rabbi Yehuda and not Rabbi Meir. Okay, you'll look into it on your own. So therefore, according to Rabbi Shimon and Rabbi Meir, the Torah is worried about klei charso, your klei cheres, the things that if you don't take them out of the house, they're going to be destroyed. Therefore, we now learn a beautiful idea. If so, the Torah is concerned and we're worried about his mamona bazui, his debased, his unimportant money, his debased, his which is kli cheres. It's not worth anything. They're not worth anything. These earthenware vessels. How much more so is the Torah worried about that a Jew shouldn't lose or waste his beloved money, his hard-earned money? And if he's worried about his money, if the Torah is worried about his money in this way, how much more so is God worried about the souls, the lives of his children, sons and daughters? And if God is so worried about the money that belongs to a rasha, a wicked person, why is he a rasha? Says about Tunura. Because the reason his house got tzara'at is because he spoke about other people. How much more so the Torah is worried about the money and the property of the righteous. We'll stop here, dedicated to learning. Remember my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Make it a great day.